back-to-back 8-round vintage events continue on MTGO with this Super RCQ qualifier. All right, welcome back, vintage gamers, to the second large high-stakes vintage tournament of the weekend, the Super Qualifier on MTGO. I'm going to run back the same 75 that I played to a 4-4 finished yesterday. I didn't really feel like the Decklist was a problem. Could obviously improve a little play here and there and maybe run a little hotter. The metagame looks quite good for Lurrus PO, though it hasn't been performing very well, I will say. We're looking at an even larger event today with 205 players with 35 seconds to go. If we crest over 212, we'll be playing 9 rounds of Swiss today. If not, it looks like we're going to go over. We'll be playing 8 rounds of Swiss. We might get into 9 rounds of Swiss. That's crazy. This is kind of what I expected number-wise for yesterday. I was surprised, but it looks like maybe more people are interested in the RCQ invites that are on the top of the table for today's event. So yeah, same list as normal, same deck as normal, same Justin as normal. Let's see if we can't put together a nice victory today. I'll see you in round 1. Do you want to compete for custom paintings and tons of treasure chests from the comfort of your own home? Eternal Magic content creator Echo Baron is hosting 2 MTGO Echo Eternal weekend events open to everyone. Mark your calendars for Legacy September 6th and Vintage now on September 27th. And buy your tickets for Echo Eternal weekend today. All right, welcome to round 1 of 8. 208 players was the final count. I have a cat. Opponent does not have a cat. Cats have been doing pretty well recently. Highly recommend cats. That being said, there's a lot of rising decks at the moment. People are playing a lot of Oath right now, as it's a pretty solid answer into blue-black. That is not to say that blue-black is doing poorly. In fact, blue-black is probably still doing the best of any deck, but Oath is capitalizing on its appearance. The thing is that the blue-black deck still is beating everybody else. So, we're looking at jewel shops from the opponent. Our hand is not particularly good against jewel shops. But it's not bad against Jewel shops. Yeah, it's probably bad. The problem is this Flusterstorm isn't actually good against Jewel. If we had a Spell Pierce instead of a Flusterstorm here, I think this is a pretty good keep, because you would just go Mox, Lantern, Opal. I might still keep this just because like we're going into stock up. The problem is like if my opponent plays a One Ring on turn 1 or a Jewel on turn 1, we just die, which is what they're trying to do. I don't know like 100% that they're on Jewel, but they have mostly Jewel events in the last year. It's really tough to put this back because it's just a generically good hand with a bunch of Moxen, a stock up. I can always bounce our One Ring, so they only draw 1 card and they waste a turn, and then I untap with a chain. I'm going to try this. I could see this being a mulligan just because we highly expect our opponent to be on Jewel. We don't have a hard counter for Jewel, but we are also this time on the play, and we have this stock up that we can cast on turn 2. Chain of Vapor technically does something, not that it does a lot. And so does Flusterstorm, that's going to hit like Ancestrals and POs and things, so... I think it's probably worth giving a chance, but I could be. I think if Nami was here, Nami would argue that this one is not acceptable, but I think that's part of it. Yeah, that you can only unless you're a vintage streamer, it's hard to play 2 large vintage events in the same weekend if you're an adult. So maybe people chose to play the Sunday one more than the Saturday one. I think that makes a lot of sense as well because it's usually easier to have a free day on a Sunday. We're looking at 8 rounds and then a top 8 cuts. Yeah. Same prizes as yesterday, except instead of avatars to the top 32, there are top 4 are invited to the regional championship. next year. So there's also Mox leaderboard points for those who do that. So I think, grinders are a little bit more incentivized to play this event for the Mox leaderboard points. So you have that, as well as people who want paper RCQ invite for whatever that's worth. I miss that these events used to be Pro Tour qualifiers. They did not used to be regional championship qualifiers. You used to win these events and go to the Pro Tour. In fact, 2 of my 3 Pro Tour invites that did end up being on Arena, obviously, were from winning vintage qualifiers on Magic Online. So really unfortunate that that's no longer the case. I think having that dream and being able to achieve it via Magic Online events that are not the mocks was a good thing. So technically, I do have the ability to crack this Soul Guide Lantern as well. I don't really want to do that just because it's my Metalcraft and it lets me cast stock up next turn. I also have the Meticulous Archive. I think this is like a hand that you're just keeping. Hopefully they just go for Ancestral. No, just key. Wait, they kept 7 cards. Blue land key? It's very odd, actually. It's a very anemic hand. I'm hoping to find a force. Another mana is not terrible because it'll let me not have to take it off stock up. Merchant Scroll is probably a keep. I think this Merchant Scroll gets a force, which is a really odd thing to do. You don't typically do that. But against Jewel, I think this card simply being a Force of Will is better than being an Ancestral here. Very, very seldom do you make this play. It does put off my stock up for a turn, but I have Force protected by Fluster as well. So if my opponent were to like play a Jewel with Force backup. What is going on? This is an anemic Jewel start. Maybe they have a Time Vault or something. Very odd. All right, well, I guess we'll take a peek because I don't know what's going on here. My opponent does have a Force of Will start. They do have 2 more lands. They have a Jewel, a Force, and a PO. I would have mulliganed this hand if I were my opponent. I don't know which card they drew for turns, but this is not falling inside of my range of cards I want to keep as a Jewel deck. It's not doing it at the speed you want, and it's not very good against Lurrus, so. My opponent could force this stock up. That's okay. That's not okay. I want to just play a land first, and I'm going to cast stock up. Jewel sometimes plays Tez. It's somewhere between 0 and 2 copies. So this is another Force and a PO. And a stock up and a flame and a 4th. I think here I like... stock up Force. Currently, my opponent's not doing anything next turn, but I want to be able to hold up Flusterstorm this whole time. And if I don't hit a mana source next turn and I take PO Force, I guess I can just hold it all up. But I kind of want to keep casting spells. Though, to be fair, I could go for if I do hit a mana source, I feel like I could hold open PO, wait for my opponent to cast a Karn, PO in response, bait a Force of Will, and then I guess I can't Flusterstorm the stack if the stack is Karn, which is, I guess, unfortunate. So I'm leaning towards stock up Force. Might want to shuffle those other cards back because they're certainly powerful. But yeah, I would say in general, I think my opponent should have mulliganed their hand. I think it's not straightforward, like learning how to evaluate your linear deck's keepable range. And you do need to go take some extra effort to learn that. I probably shouldn't have fetched there. It was not a great timing window. I might still lose this game even though my opponent kept this hand because I just didn't really put together something fast, which is partially my own fault because I wanted to establish force as fast as possible, but I think that's still generally correct. So if I had kept PO, I would have actually had a better spot here because I would have been able to just hold up in PO probably. This is okay though. Stocking up, another force and another stock up. So basically every turn I've cast stock up so far, I just get another stock up and another force. Seems good. Still think a stock up is better than a trainer here. So let's go with a stock up and a force. I mean, stock up's looking great here. I will crack this now. And I think this one will be, I guess it'll be a Tundra. I don't know if it matters. None of this has, we haven't seen like any Moxen in our stock ups, right? Because at some point, if we draw a Moxen, we could always crack this Lantern. We technically don't even have to counter Karn. We could always just chain Karn. No, I think I just want a pile of forces. I don't think I'm going to need the trainer. I think I'd rather just, I think the stock up gets the job done. So I think I'm going to have to counter like pay off, pay off, pay off every turn for the rest of the game. So I think I would rather force Karn than chain it though. Oh, they put it a one ring instead. Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to force it. And hopefully they force back. I can use this Flusterstorm to max efficiency here. No, they did not force back. It's fine. Next turn. There's a Mox. We're also almost at a point where we're Lurrusing. So this stock up grabs Dress Down Lotus. Maybe this stock up just grabs Dress Down Misstep, so I have more blue cards. And then I can't really buy Lurrus here. So one of the unfortunate things here is like, I want to like play a Lurrus, right? But my opponent can force my Lurrus, and I would have to force back, and I think that's actively bad for me. But I could go, but I don't want to pitch Dress Down. But I want Dress Down. I could take Mental Misstep. Buy Lurrus now, playing out Lotus. I could also crack Lantern now. I think I just take all the blue cards. Cool. All right. I mean, my opponent is like playing one spell a turn. I have all of these counter spells, and eventually I'll overpower them with POs. So like, this is pretty good controlling setup. We know my opponent's exact hand. They drew Tolarian. That's only 1 mana. And the minute they fight over it, they get blown out. This is probably the spot they should fight over it, though. Pitching Sync, leaving themselves with PO and Jewel. 5 mana? It's not terrible. Oh, no, they pitched PO. Okay. This is about the best use of Flusterstorm I can possibly get in the matchup. Why does Yield to All not even work? All right, so we're still untapping with a Force. We have 6 mana. We can buy Lurrus. We found PO. That's even better. Now we just cast PO. Almost a full rebuy. We are how much mana now? 6 mana. We could snap a PO. We could buy and play Lurrus. This is not that good. We can Lorien Revealed for a land if we want. We shouldn't need to. Gonna keep that as a blue card probably for force. We have Snap, Scroll Ancestral. You could kick a trainer. I feel like kicking a trainer is worse than just yeah, I think the best thing I can do is I was thinking like Thunder Trap Trainer hit PO is my best play. I have 3 more POs still in my deck. But snapping a PO with full rebuy, not full rebuy of snap, but full rebuy of PO is probably also good. But it's also seeing 4 cards, but it's also putting 4 cards. I don't know. I think they all are kind of winning. We'll go with the snap the PO back. Five cards, I should say. I don't think it's like 100% to be better, but it should be better enough of the time. It's a Saga, a Stock Up, a Trainer. All right, I still am missing on all these POs, so I think I'm definitely going to cast just one more Trainer here. Also, this turns on Flame of Anor. There's all my POs. Cool. I'm going to cast PO again. Saga, Blue, Opal, PO, Mox. This is a 5 Moxen. Let's cast a Trainer. Bauble Flame, Sink Swords. None of these cards matter. I guess I'll take Flame. And then I will check their top card. It's a Lotus. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. And I guess I could just destroy this key if I wanted to. Do that on their turn, though. They could sink me, but who cares? Go to my next turn here, or their next turn, which is also my turn. Lorien Revealed or Trainer, or I don't want to keep Dress Down. Whatever. It just does not matter. I think I'm going to just destroy this ring. Destroy this artifact and draw 2 cards. It's going to turn off an Academy mana. It's going to turn off their ability to use their key. It's going to draw me 2 cards. Yeah, okay. I think this game shouldn't have been a win. I think our hand was like not very good. And I think my opponent just kept a really poor hand. Doesn't matter. All right, so I'll just cast Ancestral. I'll make a construct. I'll play a Pearl. I'll cast Time Walk. I'll cast Snap. I'll cast Time Walk. And I'll win. This is kind of a nice little example of why you don't actually need a Storm Kill in your deck. But it does help because sometimes you have to win in one turn. But like sometimes people like board out 4th Erlingas. All right, it took a little bit too much time, but it's okay. I'm sure matches don't take too long. So I've been boarding in all 3 Pyroblasts because people are playing like tons of Hull Breachers and shit in the sideboard. And like what's the turtle? So like I think we just need all the Pyroblasts. We taking out Island and Sink and Lorien and Swords and Soul Guide Lantern and Vexing Bauble on the draw. I mean, people bring in all kinds of like Hull Breachers and shit against me, and I think Hull Breacher is the exact same problem. I think Hull Breacher is like not something they should probably be doing. Yeah, like our deck has more lands than it needs to function, so you just like cut the extra lands, basically. Hull Breacher is a card that's good versus you. I don't know if that's a true statement. It's a card that theoretically is good against the card Paradoxical Outcome. That doesn't mean the card is good against my deck. Those are different things. I don't know if I need Chain of Vapor, though. It's nice to have a Karn answer, though. Maybe it's fine. Yes, exactly. All vintage decks are built with usually 1 to 2 extra lands because Wasteland is completely broken Magic card and entirely warps the metagame around it. I also agree I wouldn't register Hull Breacher in the deck that can't cast it. Correct. I think the jewel builds are like very egregious that most players run. But I also think that about most decks that most players run in most situations, so. I think Jewel could be a good deck if players figured out the right build. Sadly, so like against my opponent, I almost want to keep this hand because of the way my opponent kept hands in game 1, but I'm going to mulligan this hand with Discipline because this hand is not good against Jewel. This hand is good against Jewel. I have to play faster, though. It took a little bit too much time in that game. Turn 1 Jewel. I can draw another blue card for this force, and hopefully this resolves. Yesterday was fine. It wasn't a good day, but that happens. It was a 4-4 finish. Yo, thanks, Lane. Hopefully we don't have to force here, because I really would like to keep stock up. Opponent is down to 3 cards, though, so we'll see. I think I would rather have the ability to force anything at any point of time. I definitely think your point is taken, and it's actually something that matters. But most of the time, if Karn resolves, I've lost the game anyways, so. That's a perfect Pyroblast. And they have a ring follow-up as well? Wow. Okay. Oh, I draw an Ancestral. No, I draw a shitty Chain of Vapor. I mean, if my opponent ends up with ring, Ancestral, 4-mana blue card, then I deserve to lose. I can't really. No one's beating that. Yeah, wow. They had ring, Ancestral, Jewel on turn 3. Okay. I mean, that is unfortunately, there's just nothing you can do about that. That's your opponent is just drawing too well. Not much we can do about that. You can cast Force of Will against Phyrexian Metamorph to Jordan. Like, all right, Chain of Vapor, your Jewel is not exactly a play I like making here, but. Or Hull Breacher, or they drew Force blue card Metamorph off of their Jewel? All right, well, that's, yeah, this is just top 1%. It happens. That's crazy, by the way. Oh, can I draw Ancestral into 4th Eralingas, steal the jewels? Surely. No. That would be pretty sick, though. Can you imagine? That's what my opponents basically did to me a lot of the matches yesterday. I mean, they could just brick here and run out of oh, well, mana crypt's not a good sign because it means they drew a PO. No, they drew PO. We got a 1-turn window. Sure. I'll just concede to this. I don't really need to spend my time watching this. Okay. Vexing Bubble back in on the play. Probably. It's not great against my opponent's deck, but it's probably worthwhile. Maybe take out a Flusterstorm. Nah, take out this stupid chain. This chain's so bad. Yeah, that was like a top draw for my opponent. It happens. You just go to game 3. Ugh, these hands are so bad. Where are my Mox PO hands? Where are my top draws? That's what I want to see. Like, mulliganing is so bad on the play in this matchup. But I can't keep this hand. It's just simply not good enough. Can't keep this hand, has no lands. Yeah, I mean, that's a way to lose round 1. What am I supposed to do? I mulligan a 7 that won't win, and my 6 and 5 both have no lands, and I just lose round 1. None of these cards are sideboard cards. It's not like this is like a sideboarded out lands problem. Well, found an Ancestral. I wouldn't have this Ancestral if it wasn't for the London Mulligan, so small victories. I feel like I'm running so cold recently. Just like extremely cold. That's not good enough. I mean, it would be good enough if I had like a Sapphire or something, but hopefully my opponent doesn't play a turn 1 ring again, because I'm dead. That doesn't look like a turn 1 ring. Maybe my opponent will save me with a week 7. Well, maybe my opponent won't save me with a week 7. Maybe my opponent just has... Oh, defense grid. It's pretty good here. Yeah, I mean, I'm dead probably, but that's... I mean, I rolled a 4. What am I gonna do? So if I take Trainer PO and my trainer hits like a Mana Vault, it's like my way out of this game. I don't know. Losing to Jewel like this is probably the most tilting thing that you could possibly happen to you in a vintage tournament. But it's okay. We'll rally. Maybe they'll make Construct Talarian Academy. Yeah. Well, we tried our best, and that's what matters. Maybe they'll brick. Hey, they bricked. It means they have like Force, probably. I have Flusterstorm, though. Something. All right, this trainer needs to hit Mana Crypt, probably, to win the game. Or Time Walk might do it. No. Nothing. Damn. I feel like nothing... I mean, we did find an Ancestral on our London Mulligan, so we can't complain very much, but... We're so dead. It wasn't like... It was like a 7 that you're supposed to mulligan, and then it was 6 and 5 you couldn't keep, right? So... Unfortunately, this doesn't actually... Like, if I had a Force of Will, this actually lets me play Force of Will, right? But I don't actually have a Force of Will. I have a Consign and a Flusterstorm. Well, I represent that I have Force of Will, but it doesn't fucking matter because my opponent's not going to play around anything. They're just going to kill me. I don't know, man. It's just bad luck. They got a Voltaic Key. Yeah, I don't actually have anything. 1, 2, 3. If this was a normal Moxen, a non-Opal Moxen, then I actually could play Consign through the defense grid. It's actually tilting. I could actually play Consign if this was a normal Moxen, because I'd have 4 mana. I mean, then I would have PO'd, but still. This is not the way I wanted to start the stream. Dead. I didn't have choices, right? Like, everything I had to do was pre-scripted. So unfortunate. To be fair, we were probably supposed to lose all 3 games, so. Thanks. I mean, I don't really think that's a good way to look at it, Cruel. I think you just say infinite turns is the win con because everything makes basically everything in anything powerful has like attached win cons to it, like sagas and Karns and any planeswalker. Like your win con is Time Vault Key. The way you win with Time Vault Key is irrelevant, pretty much. You can like metamorph their creatures. You can do whatever. Like, so I think. Well, yes, you reduce their life total to 0 with the Time Vault Key. Saying anything other than Time Vault Key is the win con, I think, is missing the point. Right, I'm out of here. Yeah, like I said, I don't really feel like we had. I don't feel like I think we just things are not rolling our way. Like this first game was, I kept kind of a sketchy hand, and they kept a worse hand, and I was able to just play control, and that was totally fine. Game 2, I molded 6, kept a controlling hand, and they had 4 payoffs. They had Ancestral, Double Ring, Jewel. So not much we can do about that. And then game 3, I couldn't keep. You can never ever keep the 7. The 7 is unkeepable. The 7 is completely unkeepable, and my 6 had no mana on the play with a force. Can't keep that. My 5 had nothing, and my 4 was good, but it wasn't good enough. And then I'm forced into the plays that I made here. Forced into stocking up. I should have probably played Tolarian instead of the other colored mana. Well, maybe not. Probably doesn't matter too much. And then I guess I could have taken Force here, right? But that's silly. You would never take Force into defense grid here. You always take Thunder Trap into PO and hope to win the game on the next turn. And then I just need to hit them. If I hit a Mox off of this, I can PO. They probably have Force Blue card, though, with Coveted Jewel up, so it probably doesn't matter very much. But if it's a normal Mox, my Academy makes 2, and I can do 4, and I can actually PO. Or I could hold up Consign, which is probably worse. So yeah, I don't know. I think there was basically nothing I could have done differently in the last 2 games, so it is what it is. All right, here we go. Round 2. We're not going to give up on faith just yet. I'm on the play. I have a cat. I have been on the play a couple times now. That's very nice. Opponent, again, no cat. Also, no data. That's fun. This hand is not very good. You know, part of playing PO is you have Moxen. No, stop it. This one's keepable, though. This one's keepable. I got Mox. I got Lorien Reveal. I can go get a land. I'll keep this one, and I'll get rid of this PO. Opponent is on the... Oh, God. If they hit me with a Chancellor... Oh, no, no, don't hit me with a Chancellor. No, they hit me with a Chancellor. I don't know. It might not be my day, chat. It might not be my day. It just might not be. What do I even do? What do I even do at this point? Like, what was I supposed to do? I had to mulligan my hand. Like, I wasn't supposed to go to 5, right? This game sucks. I am running so cold. It's crazy. I just don't even know if, like, losing Force is letting me play the game, Sully. Like, is that even true? Like, I'm still so far from playing the game. Yeah, all right, okay, fair enough. They're gonna go Anointed Peacekeeper named Mox Emerald. Nah, of course not. All right, if I draw Ancestral Recall, maybe. I got the Cavern before Lotus. I got the Struggling Jewel Aficionado. It's been a rough going here for Team Justin. Hey, I didn't get wastelanded. Void Mirror? No, another Cleric. All right, cool. All right, game 2. I may have lost round 1, but I also lost round 2. That's my tweet. That's my follow-up tweet. O2 drop. You may have lost round 1, but guess what? You also lost round 2. At least my Twitter game is on point today. Got that going for me. I don't feel like this is my fault, you know? Like, I'm the first one who's trying to figure out when it's my fault and how I can do better next time. These ones have been brutal. Oh, shit. Sometimes you draw like shit in Magic. What else do I take out in this matchup? What am I missing here? Because we can go look at yesterday. When did I play against Mono White yesterday? Round 1? Merchant Scroll, Opal. Oh, Mishra's Bobble. Okay. Well, I'll try again. Yep. That's a good one. That's an anti-mono white. Oh god, they're gonna have Chancellor of the Annex. All right, well, I will throw this Mox Opal into the Chancellor of the Annex. Rest in peace, Mox Opal. You did your job, I guess. Oh, do not go through the turn. Jesus. I will go get a basic Plains. And I will play Soul Ring. And I will play Vexing Bauble. Can get Mindbreak Trap, though, because I had to throw the thing in. All right, now they're limited to 1 land a turn. They can always go Ancient Tomb. Voidmere. Plains. No, my turn, baby. Solid Chalice check, though. Make sure I'm on it. Yes. Got him. Got him. Am I getting March of the Otherworldly lit on my Vexing Bauble? Sure I am. I sure am. They could have had a Mana Crypt. Black Lotus. They didn't even put the Chancellor underneath the Chromox? Okay, this is... Things are happening, man. Okay, like, I'm fucked, man. It's okay, they have a second Chromox they can put the Chancellor under. Now a Void Mirror? Or am I getting my Soul Ring March of the Otherworldly lit? Perfect. Oh, I think they exiled... Oh, no, maybe they pitched the Chancellor to the first March of the Otherworldly Light. Sorry. That's my fault. I think the first... Yeah, okay, sorry. That's my fault. They pitched their first Chancellor to the first March of the Otherworldly Light. Yeah, that's on me. My opponent did nothing wrong. They are dead, but... Well, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, they did cast the Mana Crypt too soon, but like... We don't... Yeah, well, okay. Fair enough. Nothing was the incorrect word to use there. Okay, well, let's can we regroup? Can we pull Justin back to oh my god. Can we pull the mental back together and play the stupid event out? Yes, I'm talking about chat. Chat's also at fault somehow. It's somehow chat's fault as well. All right, take out a consign. Oh, no, for negation and for a opal and keep. I meant to cut Bauble is what I meant to cut. What did I cut? Yeah, I meant to cut Bauble. Sorry. I want to put in the Mishra's Bauble instead of the second opal. It's fine. I am not focused in any capacity yet. I need to pull myself together, man. What is wrong with me? What is going on? We need to stop everything until we figure out what's going on with Justin. Go. Is the mess. Look at this hand. It's so doomed. Is it a turn 2 trainer chat? What if I get chancellored? My opponent loves chancellor. I'm gonna mulligan my hand. All right, this is a keep. Spin the red-white card. My opponent mulligan to 5. All right, they kept a 5-er. Ancient Tomb Void Mirror. No Void Mirror. I had it covered and everything. I think I like Thunder Trap Trainer and non-Saga Bait. Yeah, I think so. Non-basic Saga Bait. Ancestral Recall. Yeah, I like that magic card. Let's play this before something bad happens. All right, what 3-drop are we deploying here? My portable hole is not going to be able to answer it regardless. Is it Clarion Conqueror or it's human? So it's a cleric? Oh, it's a seasoned engineer. All in seasoned engineer. It's pretty bold. Like if I find a Swords of Plowshares, it loses on the spot. If I find a Flame of Anor, it loses on the spot. I guess Flame of Anor off of Ancestral, it does not lose on the spot. This does mean seasoned engineer though. I guess it could be Witch Enchanter, but no, wait, Witch Enchanter or human? Can't remember. No, there's a Witch Enchanter. It is a human. I think it's seasoned engineer. 1 card remaining, seasoned engineer. I have an ancestral. I draw swords, I win. PO. Definitely just casting ancestral. Drew the swords. That's why we play 4 of them. Thank you for the initiative. I always wanted to go to the Undercity. It's a great vacation destination. Take up basic planes here. Buy Lurrus for fun. Look what happens when I'm granted a hand with the Moxen in it. I feel like my deck is pretty good when it has the Moxen. Like just even a simple Moxen for the trainer, you know? Hey, we got a win. Look at that. All right, on to round 3. We got Lucas. Did Lucas switch to Jewel? Usually he's been playing Jewel. I don't know if he switched to Oath or not. He played Dredge to horrible last 2 finishes that weren't from yesterday, but was Jewel all before that. No. Proxy Vintage is not the same as Eternal Weekend. Proxy Vintage has far less Bazaar. But Eternal Weekend actually matches online as much as soon as of last year at least. Proxy, but like that's also just like not. It's also like kind of varies like event to event. So like Oklahoma Land Run had 9% dredge, which matches online. But Steel City Spectacular had 3% dredge. So yeah, Lucas is still on dredge. He mulliganed to 4. Obviously, my hand is bad against dredge, but I also was not allowed to mulligan this hand in case my opponent was on Jewel. Like my opponent has a large history playing Jewel, so they're gonna force this, pitching force. All right, I will force back because I think I need to get to Lurrus here probably. Oh, they just want to use their Bazaar and like pitch dredgers, so they're forcing like my most powerful action, which I think is fine. It's aggressive, but I think it makes sense, like given the context of how low they mulligan. They mulligan to 4, so they're going up to. They missed on a dredger here, which is very good for me. No, I will not. I do not think Initiative will be the most played at Eternal Weekend, but I do think it will have a significant play rate. Though the metagame online shifts for major tournaments. Major tournaments still have a lot of initiative, but they have far more frog. I don't know. I talk about all of this in my videos typically. Like, I do a big metagame video before Eternal Weekend. I'm still gonna do that this year. Every month, I do one video that I talk about the metagame on my Patreon and my YouTube membership. I don't think we walk Ancestral, no. I think I'm gonna time walk and see if I can't get to Lurrus and then Lurrus Ancestral. But basically, every week I look at the data of what happened in the last weekend and write something up for patrons. And then every month now I do a video of the same idea. So I'm looking for a mana source here so I can play Lurrus. That works. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have Mental Misstep. Looks like their last card could have been Mental Misstep. I guess their last card could be Mind Break Trap technically, but I kind of think their last card might be Mental Misstep based on the way they pause on Mana Vault, but maybe not. Looks like they're F6 now. Might win this game 1 against Dredge. Just because they missed on a Dredger. No Dredger again. Double Bazaar, though. All right. Not bad for a 4-card hand. No Dredgers, though. They missed a Dredger again. So that probably is going to kill them. They do have Icarid Amalgam, though. I'd love to find my Soul Guide Lantern here. I have a stock up off of Lotus, so I think Pittsburgh's a totally fine city to have Magic tournaments at. I don't know. I like Pittsburgh. Been there a lot, though, so. Let's do a stock up. Let's just get Mana Crypt and Sapphire. Just need a PO now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I think I'm still supposed to stock up again. If I hit a land and a PO, I can cast it. I hit no PO. That's actually crazy. Let's go Opal and... I don't think I will. I mean, I guess I should take the land. No, I should probably just take the probe and try to cantrip off of it. Wow. Okay. I think I actually just like full brick that entire turn by casting 2 stock ups and a Thunder Trap Trainer. Don't think it matters, but just another stock up, I guess. I like most of the time I think this turn you win, but for whatever reason, I am not gonna win this game. Or not, I mean I'm not gonna win on this turn. I am gonna win this game, most likely. I don't feel like I need an academy, but yeah, I mean, I looked at 15 cards that turn, right? I looked at 5 from stock up, 5 from stock up, 16 cards. 5 from stock up, 5 from stock up, 4 from trainer, 1 for turn, and 1 for probe. My opponent is bricking pretty hard, though. I need to stop. I'm just conceding my match over in the Shadowverse thing. Guess I could probably F6 through the rest of this turn. They can't even attack here because I can rebuy trainer. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's actually bad for them to attack, isn't it? I don't think it matters much. We got really lucky here. Opponent kind of had the dredge problem of dredge doesn't always function. I'm just trying to make this as quick as possible. I have a 4th, so I just need to make enough mana. Oh, whatever. Just clicking things as fast as I can to get to the next game. Cool. Getting game 1 against Dredge is huge. I got really lucky, though, obviously. This is my worst matchup in Vintage, so... I got Lanterns. Island comes out. Chain comes out. Swords comes out. Oh, maybe I don't have enough things to come in. Guess we'll keep chaining. I have a lantern main. What do you want from me? Needle is not very good because I can't find it. So like to have a bunch of needles, I would have like to draw needle to the degree I want to draw needle, I would have to have like 3 needles in my sideboard because I don't have like demonic tutors or anything. Saga doesn't go off fast enough, that kind of deal. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Doesn't beat Dredge. Yep. Force negation is real. This hand is sick. I think I bottomed the misstep. Oh, I love Ortholingus. Cool card. No grief. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... I don't want to expose myself to Vigor too badly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Jet, Opal, Bobble. This obviously exposed me to Mindbreak Trap, but that got forced. All right. I think would have gotten trapped if they had a trap. So it's just I have to pray that they don't have a Vigor. I guess I should just play around Vigor, right? I should just play around Vigor by not playing Saga. They have no Dredger. I think I should just play around Vigor by not having Saga. I don't think they have Trap. Get an Ichard with this. Their Powder got rid of a Negation, a Thug, an Imp, and an Archamoeba. No, there's only one Chill left in their deck. All right, so now if I get Vigored, I can just draw a card, which is quite good. No Vigor. Natural draw. These lanterns have helped a lot. So I guess I basically made an incorrect analysis in the beginning where I thought the lanterns weren't helping. Let's start with this in case I can find a Flusterstorm off of it to protect my cards. Lame fourth stock up. I think it's just stock up. They have a Vigor now. Wow, they found the Vigor. They had the Vigor. They either found the Vigor for turn or they held it last turn. It's quite bad for me. Need to get to Lurrus now. Classic Urza Saga. Worse than an island. I might lose this game now. I don't think I'm supposed to not play my land, though, so... I gave it my best effort to play around Vigor. No Dredger there, though. That was good. Yeah, it was a great time. There's a Dredger. Hit an Archamoeba. That's bringing back 2 prize amalgams. That's huge. That was a really strong Dredge. Might be too late for me to get, like, Lurrus stuff going now. Might have to combo win. If that's the case, I probably should be Thunder Trap trainering for an artifact here. There's a Lotus. The question is, do I stock up off the Lotus? Could always hit another Lantern as well. Probably. Ancestral. And a bunch of nonsense. That's actually a really bad one besides the Ancestral, because none of these cards do anything. We're kind of in trouble. I think we didn't really hit the things we were particularly looking for, but PO might next turn might just get it anyways. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, gotta keep in mind of Metalcraft. All right, let's see what happens here. This PO might just be enough. Maybe I don't have to worry. We're always getting another turn here. Our mana situation, I think it's just a PO. Those were not good draws. No PO, no artifacts. That was not good. How do I remedy this? What is the best way to remedy this? I think stock up's worse than casting trainer, right? I guess unless you're hitting Mox and PO. But I also want like trainers in play to block as well. Pretty sure trainer's always better here. If I get another PO, I'm still casting. Jesus, I think no. I don't think Flame is good here. I think I'd rather just have more Moxen. We're still at PO range. We just can't hit a PO, huh? Okay, so what I can do is I can play another trainer and then I can dress down the Icarid. I could die to chills, but there's only one chill left, so I can't die to chills. So I can buy myself another turn here. I have 3 POs, so I'll just take this merchant for a PO. And I'm going to take this land and find another land. And I'll play one more trainer out. Merchant Scroll does not get Time Walk. 4th Aralinga is probably better than Mox. Might be able to lethal it. Okay, I'm definitely gonna let them bring back their Icarid. They only have 1 chill though. They lost 2 chills on their first activation, and they lost 1 chill to Supreme Serum Powder. So I can't really die here. This is some weird like setups of variance in these games. I had 4 mana left, so I didn't scroll for PO. I can do that next turn. Oh, you're saying why did I leave open mana? Because I want to dress down the Icarid. All right, my opponent is at 13 cards in library. I am at 7 life. I'm going to 5 life off of Narcomoebas. Dress down wouldn't stop this from triggering. What is that? 8 cards. Oh wait, these are not flying. That's crazy. Dress down's a card I usually cut in this matchup, but sometimes it comes up. Probably just block 2. Keep 1. I could probably get away with blocking 1 and going to 4. I don't think I want to go to 1. There's a world where I like buy Lurrus and dress down again, right? Like if there's a world where I don't win on the next turn, which is possible, I could just go to 1. There's no creeping chills, and I have a PO. I'm going to 1. They dredge. They shouldn't have Mind Break Trap. I did not hit a PO on that. I have 20 cards left in my deck, including a Tolarian Academy. It's just a stock up then. I missed again? How much mana do I have? It's just another stock up. There it is. Academy Snapcaster. That does it. Oh man, I feel like we shuffled. I feel like we had some weird sets of variants in that game. I feel like there was some weird stuff happening there. All right, so I can draw upwards of 15 here. Like, I did not cast very many POs this game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I just want Time Walk 4th. There's Time Walk. Should I not play my Mana Crypt out here if I don't need it? No, we have Time Walk. We don't need a million horses or whatever. I have a Fluster just in case I messed anything up. Will be short, but I have Time Walk turn already, so. Didn't play my Mana Crypt, so I can't take one. Didn't play my Mana Vault, so I can't take one. And we're good. Love a good win against Dredge. Definitely take that. Unlucky, but 2-1 bracket Discoverin. Probably blue-black Lurrus on the draw. Let's do it. This hand sucks, but I don't think you're like ever allowed to really mulligan any kind of lands and spells hand against blue-black Lurrus. Oh, on color Moxen start, not bad. Turn 1 Bowmaster. At least it wasn't turn 1 Frog, I guess. Can't play around Spell Pierce on my Lotus. Unless I hold my Lotus, but then my Bauble, and then I'm running into Daze. It's probably just play Lotus. And then play Bauble. Spell Pierce on my Bauble. Bowmaster in response. Does that indicate force backup? Is that what that's trying to indicate? I mean, I don't really care. It does mean that when I crack my Bauble, things are bad for me. But I don't know, like I don't have other plays. Second Bowmaster. All right. Well, I mean, next turn I can buy and play Lurrus. Can't replay Lotus, but Strip Mine! There's no fucking... Come on, man! Why do I bother fetching basic lands? I didn't fetch this one. It was in my opening hand. But, like, I'm trying to play around Wasteland and I get Strip Mined. Oh, man. There's no justice. I think we're dead. This is a very aggressive draw. It's just so fucked up, man. Yo, what up, Noke? Discovering's too good at Magic. Actually, so sick. Not much. I'm chilling. I almost moved across the country, but didn't happen. We're back to the same old routine. Green Jewel deck. No, probably not. The big part about makes Jewel a really strong combo deck is the part where you have forces in your deck. Yeah, I was applying for a job and I didn't get the job, so I'm still here. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked here. Like, I want to force this, but then I take 2 more and this thing becomes huge. I'm a software engineer. I still have my job, so I'm not, you know, I'm fine, but it would have been really cool to move across the country and do game design. It was very close. I don't know if I have anything that gets me out of this game. I don't think this is as much like Vexing Bubble backfiring as my opponent having an extremely strong draw. Like, certainly, like, it's not good here. I get that, but I don't think it's a huge deal. I feel like our hand lined up basically the worst it possibly could, and I mean, we got our basic strip mind to prevent us from doing Lurrus. Like, basically everything that could go wrong went wrong here. Yeah, I guess I just had to crack and force this frog. I don't know. We're just completely dead, though. Like, we don't have outs from this spot. I feel like alert like this draw I don't actually think is bad. I think it like promotes a fast Lurrus that can be pretty good against what my opponent's doing. But like it just didn't really work because my opponent had the on-color Mox and that let them play ahead of curve. Do they also have Fatal Push? Oh, fucking classic. Classic Discover End. That's fine. I think that hand is like really hard for us to beat, and our hand did not line up in a good way against it. So we bring in our 9-card sideboard plan. We take out all of our forces. We take out all of our opals. We take out our chain. We take out our what was the other cards I was taking out here? Take out our merchant scroll, and we take out a PO. I mean, it was a true statement at one point in time. It's no longer that case, unfortunately. Actually, I think I'd rather have a PO than a probe, to be honest. I don't know if there was much we could have done that game. Sand is also not very good, but oh, I just got mental misstep. He's so crazy. Ah, he's so good. I think it's less to do with AI and more to do with the industry overhired and is now course correcting. And they're using AI and other things as excuses to lay off massive amounts of people. Definitely am not allowed to cast this stock up. Guess I could have bought Lurrus, maybe. Wow, just the raw dog ancestral into this? That's crazy, by the way. I guess I didn't play maybe if I had played Fetch Land and represented Pyroblast, he wouldn't have done that. Yeah, I mean, whatever. But I feel like if that was the case, shouldn't you Ancestral and Upkeep? Like maybe you're representing Spell Pierce or something? Like, I didn't even buy Lurrus. I don't know. That's wild to me. This was my whole plan, was let them play Frog, tap out, Time Walk it, and then untap and stock up. But it just, like, the only reason this plan didn't work is my opponent threw an Ancestral there. Alright, well, I assume this is getting negated then, but I'll give it my best shot. This is my timing window that I created for myself to do this. I'm so surprised. Like maybe it was my fault and I was supposed to play my fetch land, so I represented Pyroblast. And maybe he's like, oh well, you don't have Pyroblast up, so now's my time. Yo, what's up? Yeah, here's the negation pitching Seal of Removal against my Thundertrap Trainer Snapcaster deck. I don't know. Discover End's doing some curious things today. The client is lagging a little, yes. I can't believe that. Really? Seal of Removal? I feel like fetching basics really helps me here. Just do it anyways. Just holding this fetch land for an I need a Swords to Plowshares off of this Thundertrap Trainer. If I find a Swords to Plowshares off this Thundertrap Trainer, it's pretty reasonable for me here. I just can't seem to find one. It's probably just an end of turn dress down then. I'm just so far behind again. It's really hard to fall behind in this matchup, but I've somehow managed to do it. Take. That's the perfect card here. When I tapped out of Flusterstorm, they immediately hit me with the Delve spell. And then I got Strip Mined? Wait, they Strip Mined my Tundra, though. That's weird. I'm gonna, like... Wobble... This runs me into a Bowmaster pretty badly, but I'm so far behind. I feel like I just have to. No, I don't think Unrestricted Dig is too powerful anymore. I got my Mishra's Bauble Mindbreak trapped? Alright, I guess. Things are happening in this match, let me tell you. Some really weird things have been happening in this match. I don't think I'm attacking into... Well, you see, like, I feel like you wouldn't trap the bobble if you had a Bowmaster. I don't really want to trade a Bowmaster here, though. I guess it's okay to trade a Bowmaster here because I'm going towards Lurrus, right? Like, you wouldn't trap Bobble if you had a Bowmaster. You would just play Bowmaster on your upkeep. I mean, we prevented the frog from drawing cards, which means we're in a pretty good spot. Even though our opponent resolved Ancestral and Dig Through Time, we're not really behind. I think they just wanted to cash it in while it was live because it wasn't looking like I was going to make it live at any point in time. There's a Mystical Dispute on my Thundertrap trainer. Doesn't get much better than this now because they've already cast most of their things, unless they have a Treasure Cruise as their last card. I mean, it can help me maybe protect Lurrus down the line, but I think I'd rather just have a trainer. Lame that I can't cast. Crypt PO Swords. I think it's just swords. This is the game plan by Lurrus. Lame anyways. Nine life. No playing Lurrus. They do know about swords. Lotus. If they don't play a Bowmaster here, then I think I'm just going for Lurrus. What is this? Hardcast Trap? Hardcast Negation. Sure. It's fine. Nope, can't Wasteland me. Do I let them hardcast a Force of Will on my stock up? Like, they clearly will counter this stock up, so I feel like I should do nothing. Like, they'll play Lurrus here to gain 3 life that they know is going to get swords. And I need to actually be able to have white source into white source, so I need to be able to hold up in swords here, so I can swords, have them counter it, and then untap in swords again. They drew a frog. And they're going to play a Lurrus. Okay. I'd love to hit a land at some point here. They have a negation, they'll pitch it here. There's a force. Really wanted to land that turn. If I could go swords and flame, I would have been in a great spot. 2 cards left. 2 dead wastelands. Has hardcast force now, though. Hey, a Tolarian Academy. It's pretty good. Let's let them force my stock up then. I like how I played this game. Oh, they drew Bowmaster? No, I don't think so. Oh, it looks like they might have. What is this? Black, black, black. Oh, hardcast dismember. Sure. 3-turn clock. And we still have a Lurrus in the back, and we still have a Flame in the back for any time we draw a white or a red source. Nice. Yeah, I think strip mining the Tundra was really bad. I was surprised that they did when they did it. That was great. That was a great game. Much better than the first one. Still some weird stuff happened in that game. Just timing window wise. Yeah. Opening Moxen. This one doesn't cast Frog, but it still casts Bowmaster. Man, opening Moxen is so broken in that deck. That's a good draw for me. I think it should. Well, the bauble still lets us push things through force. Though I don't think I'm playing the bauble right now. It also hits that mind break trap that my opponent's been playing. I'm just trying to figure out how fucking bad it is for me if my opponent freaking hits me with a Bowmaster. It's like so bad for me. So what I can do is I can play a bauble here, and that way I can swords the Bowmaster uncounterably. Obviously, this can get trapped and everything, but that's okay. Blue-white? What does blue-white mean? Consign with replicate? Interesting. I would never bring that in this matchup. They brought this. Maybe they finally brought out Seal of Removal and they had to bring in something that was like kind of medium. This might be worse than like, I feel like I guess they could still have Bowmaster. All right. What a weird set. Blue, white. Time Walk? Null Rod. I think I'd rather have this artifact in play. They turned off their white, but they turned off my blue. And they had no follow-up land. Interesting. I drew no lands even after fetching away. Didn't I fetch this away? All right. I think I did a pretty good job here of like progressing towards more lands, so. Probe. Sure, you got it. It's a different one because I did draw the mental misstep. Urza's Saga. I think I'm going to play it. It's a little risky, obviously, but I think it's worth it. Like, if I don't hit the land, it's bad, but I think it's fine. I think it's worth the... well, maybe it wasn't worth the risk. I don't know. Like, waiting is so bad, though. It's fine. Didn't work out, but I think I still wanted to do it. I was one turn off from it being insane. I think so. I think it's worth the risk. I understand why someone would wait, and maybe it's correct to wait, but, like, for me, I don't think I'm ever waiting there. Whatever I play here gets countered. I feel like I have to cast the 3-drop, though, while I have 3 mana. At least make this Urza Saga useful for something. Like, it's always 100% getting countered no matter what, whatever I play, but I have to play the 3-drop. No, I think you're probably right. I just am never waiting there. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's probably... I lean towards it's probably correct. I just don't think I'm waiting there, ever. I have a lot of good draws. Hopefully they, like, play a frog or something. That's not good. They just build out too much mana. I have that card in my deck, too. Ah, that's so much better than a frog. I don't even have any counters left. Unreal. I think I just drew worse than my opponent, sadly. I mean, maybe if I just waited on the Saga, I would have won the game. Maybe I could believe it. If I just waited on the Saga, I would have won the game. I mean, I just kind of felt like they could probably have Wasteland anyways, right? So it's like, what are we even, like, gaining? I really messed up here. I should have not represented Flusterstorm and kept up the sword, so I could have swords this on their turn. This was a huge mistake. I'm going to lose the game because of it. I thought about it, but I was like, shouldn't I represent a counterspell? But I shouldn't have represented a counterspell. I'm just, like, too tilted, I think. But I should have used my Tundra to play the Soul Ring and kept open basic planes because they couldn't wasteland it. So I lost the game on that spell, but I really lost the game on the Saga, and I really lost the game on just drawing badly. But, like, you can't, like, I don't know. I feel like the time is, like, super ticking, and I just need to make the play. And if I don't draw the land, then I don't draw the land. But we're very dead here now, sadly. Unless we draw to Larian Academy, exactly. Just tutored for Strip Mine on my planes. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I think we just drew really badly here. Obviously, I would have made the swords play differently. I don't think it mattered. And I could have made the Saga play differently, but that's just not how I want to play the game. Unfortunate. I don't know. Like, we kept a 1-land hand and we never drew another land, really. Kind of. Not really, but... My opponent kept a 1-land hand and then locked themselves off of Pearl. And then, like, we both sat there and drew cards, and my opponent drew land, and I didn't, right? I don't know. I don't think Null Rod is actually a problem for our deck in general. We have lots of really good answers. All we need to do is make sure we hit our land drops, and we just were unable to hit our land drops. I think this playing the Saga was wrong. Like, to be perfectly clear, I think I need to hold the Saga until I find another land, which just, like, kind of negates the whole point. And then I can't play my 3-drop on the turn, but, like, I still probably have to hold it. And then if my opponent has a Wasteland, I'm immediately dead because I'm not even getting any mana off of it. But I probably have to anyways. This is just unfortunate. Like, we were on the draw, right? And we kept a 7-card fetch land bauble hand, and we missed on lands. Like, whatever. Okay, I think it's important to like look at these spots because I can say all I want that I didn't get lucky down here, but the point where I did get lucky, I didn't enable myself to capitalize on the luck. And I think that's an important thing that you know people might forget while they're playing. Right here, I play this Urza Saga and I cannot play this Urza Saga. I have to wait. I have to wait. Like, and I made this choice consciously. I was like, do I want to wait on this Urza Saga until I have another land? And I decided no, I wanted to go forward and just like try to get lucky. But if I had simply waited one turn, then on the next turn I would have gotten lucky. And at this point, I'm going to be making constructs. My opponent probably just loses the game on the spot because they didn't have a wasteland until far after. Till after they cast Ancestral, they had a wasteland. So like, I got lucky here, but I wasn't able to use my luck because I made a misplay. So I don't think so. Like, if you play Saga here, you are saying I am going to draw a land on the next turn or my Saga is useless. Or you're saying I'm baiting a wasteland that my opponent might be slow rolling in their hand. Like, yeah, it's not likely I'm gonna, but if I like don't hit a land, so like my logic was if I don't hit a land on the next turn, I lose the game. So I might as well play the Saga to hit the land on the next turn. But what it turned out was if I don't hit a land in 2 turns, I lose the game. Where I actually, you know, I had tolerance room. It's a misevaluation of the situation. Like I have a sword, so like if my opponent goes land frog, I'm not dead, you know? I think it's a misevaluation of like how long do I have? And the answer was I had longer than I thought I had, and I didn't capitalize on it. And I lost the game because of it. Like, yes, that is looking at results, but it's also just like reevaluating the spot with the idea that maybe I misevaluated during the moment. And this is a thing I do a lot where I am not, I push too hard. Yeah, like I think it's very likely that if I had waited for one draw and found this emerald, then I would have played Saga and said, okay, I have to hit land on the next turn. And maybe I would have missed. Like I'm probably like 60% to miss or something. But I think like if I had waited one turn, I would have put myself in the exact same position that I was in before with the exact same thought patterns. But I think it's like more true. It's like one card more true. I don't know. It's hard because like you don't know like what's opponent going to do, right? But it's also like really tough because it's my first land that can get wastelanded. So like if my Saga gets wastelanded here, it's pretty bad for me. But if my Saga gets wastelanded, it means my blue source doesn't get wastelanded. So maybe it's good for me, you know? This is frustrating though, because like I kept this hand knowing I could have mana problems with this hand, but I also like can't mulligan this hand. You just can't ever mulligan this hand, so. I think there's very little chance I would ever wait another turn. And maybe even that's wrong. But I feel like after one turn I would play it too. But like obviously that's the case because I played it after 0 turns, so who knows? I feel like that's a spot where I struggle with is like jamming into spots I don't need to theoretically jam into. Don't know. Welcome, Vintage Gamers, to round 5. I'm Dredge for top 8, but I'm playing 8 rounds of Magic today. I gotta practice. I hate Vintage. What is this? Look at this shit, chat. It's just good deck building. Tolarian Academy, Lorien Reveal. Oh, mulligan. This hand's okay. I think I'm just going to bottom this Opal and keep this Swords in case my opponent's on Chancellor. Or I'm on a white is what I'm trying to say. I guess that does mean I'm fetching a Tundra on turn 1, but what are we going to do? This is on the stack for a while. All right, what do you got for me? Soul MBA. Oh, Gataxian Probe. That's not good. I sure hope I don't get wastelanded. Sounds like my Swords of Plowshares is not going to be very good. Ooh, it's Oath. It's Oath. They have turn 1 Oath with force backup? Seems like it is. Chat, I think I might like maybe I won't play 8 rounds of Magic today. My opponent just hit me with Probe, Mox, Oath, Flusterstorm with Orchard. Like I don't know if I'm in the position to play Magic for the rest of the day here. Oh god. I'm so dead. I think I might just be off it. Double Oath, double Orchard. Just make sure they have Atraxas. Looks like just normal show and tell. No rod of the main. All right, that's good enough for me. I want potable holes, pyroblasts, and negation. Island, Lorien, opal, swords, lantern. And Mishra's Bauble. It's okay. I too have broken hands like that. I know we haven't seen them, chat, but I promise you, I can technically go Mox Sapphire, Mana Crypt, Opal PO. That's a thing I can do. It's very seldom. Sometimes it hides from you. But it can happen. But also this hand sucks. This hand sucks. This hand is slightly better. I know. You haven't seen any broken hands, but trust me. The deck can have them. what I'm bottoming here. I guess it's that. Taplands. Get your taplands. Actually, I probably should not have kept that Mox. Doesn't actually help me. Well, maybe it does if my Ancestral resolves. Turn 1 Mox Orchard Oath? There's no way, right? All right, we're safe this time. I could have it all, my sweetest friend. Yep, I saw this coming. Stock up or show and tell. That's so much worse for me than shock up or show and tell. I was kind of hoping Flusterstorm stock up show and tell here was my plan. All right. Still winning this game by a lot. Oko. Oko is not very good, in my opinion. It's only okay here. Wish I had the ability to Pyroblast it right away, but... Don't think I'm supposed to PO here. Definitely wait for my saga to complete. What's the plan, Stan? What you got going on over there? That's pretty good. It's really annoying. I mean, I could PO in response. Then I really have to resolve force on it, though. I think I just force it. Maybe I'm supposed to keep PO instead of Flusterstorm. This worked out pretty well. I kind of wanted to have like force cover or Flusterstorm cover for my force. I guess I can't do that because my opponent could always elk my mana crypt. Okay. Those are not exactly what we were looking for here. This is an oath. Played around it. Not bad. Buy it back with Lurrus later as well. Elk to construct. Reasonable. Don't think I'm pyroblasting the Lurrus. Sorry, the Oko because I'm gonna attack them, and I'm gonna attack them with Oko on all of these, just in case they have a removal spell. Then I'll buy Lurrus and hold open Pyro. It's only 3 damage loss, or 4 damage loss. It's not a huge deal. I guess it's not a minor deal, though, because it means we're not attacking for lethal next turn, but it's fine. Well, no, my mana crit flips this game, huh? I think this is better than playing Lurrus. Well, playing Lurrus gives me an extra damage, so that puts them to 1. Well, if I play a stock up, I could hit 2 artifact. Oh, wait, no. Extra damage only puts them to 2 because this is not a construct. So I think I'd rather just stock up. Try to find force blue card. It's a hard cast negation. Okay, I think that's fine. Cool. I like this matchup. I think this matchup is pretty good for me, but definitely can lose it to like the draws we saw in game 1. So how have the games been this weekend? Frustrating is probably how I would say, because I don't know. I don't think it was like, yeah, frustrating. All right, what do we got? Cat. And this hand's not good. Sad. This hand had a force in it, I would keep. And just go for the Lotus Scroll Ancestral. This hand's better for sure. Hey, look, chat. My turn 1 PO hand. Is it worth it to let them have turn 1? Should I just bottom the land and hope to hit? This hand's really good on 7. Really good on 7. On 6, though, what am I bottoming? I'm like less than half to hit Mana Source. But if I have to force on turn 1, I guess theoretically, if they were to do the Oath play on turn 1, I wouldn't have to force it. And I could just let it go. Is it raining in the USA? Somewhere in the USA. USA is a big place. Man, I have no clue what I'm supposed to bottom here. I have no idea. I'm thinking about getting rid of the land. It's land or flame, yeah. I just don't know which one it is. I think it's land. That's just how this matchup works. Okay. Yep. I mean, they might just have Mindbreak Trap for me. Sure. I think that's fine. If I like force that and they untap and play a null rod, it's super bad for me, right? Or if they untap and play an oath, or if they untap and play a show and tell. Like, I just can't force back on that. That's a sick draw, though. That is such a good draw. Now I'm drawing hot. These were great draws. This game was very, very good luck. Yep. We'll just wait. They put a card on top. This looks like they drew Orchard Oath. I'm going to PO here and see what they do. Fluster. Besage you my Sapphire. Sure. I guess we archive. I don't think I need another land. Yo, for 2. Whoa, I don't actually have to force this oath. How many Besagers are these lists playing now? It's 2, right? It's 1 Besaju? Cool. One Besaju is nuts, by the way. I would always play 2 here. I don't think I'd rather force Fluster than force Chain or Fluster Chain. They're just like super out of gas. Like their entire deck is like going all in and jamming, and they were forced to force my Lurrus. I don't think they were forced to force my Lurrus, but they chose to force my Lurrus. So, I mean, this is like the average Oath game experience in my mind. They just like don't have the cards they need to like play the game. I think they just like should not have forced my Lurrus. If they don't force my Lurrus, then they can use their force to protect their oath. Like, I think it's just a mistake is what it is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cast Flame and draw 2, and then I'm going to Fluster this. I think that's about it. That's about all she wrote. I guess there was like a theoretical punish here where they went like mental misstep on 1 copy, pay, and I was forced to force the sock up or something. But I think that was the sequence I was looking for anyways. Play and crack this bauble, see if we can draw a stock up or PO. There's a PO. I'm just going to pick up the portable hole. I have enough coverage for it, so it's fine. Yep, that's game. Last card, show and tell. I think I already have deterministic here. Don't even need the time walk. Take it. Yeah, I mean, like, game 1 is the best thing the Oath can do, and then game 2 and 3 are the more average things that we're doing. Though we drew some really good hands in this. I think this game 3 hand was quite good. I would say this game 3 hand might have been our best hand of the whole weekend. So, in the last, what round is this, chat? 5, 8. In the last 13 rounds, that might have been the best game we had for terms of draws. Welcome to round 6 of 8. I have a cat. This is the brewer guy, right? Yeah, could be scam. All right, I'm keeping this hand. Pretty sure it'll be scam. I haven't checked his stream though. I'm pretty sure he's streaming this event as well. But I didn't stop in. I'm surprised. I think he's in England, right? Not at the local. I believe what I'm gonna do here is go all in. Because I think they're gonna be on mono black. I don't know if that has wastelands or not, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Vault, Opal, Bobble, stock up. I guess if I get mana, if I get mana, mental misstep there, it'd be really bad for me. But wow, those cards are not good. Can't get grief now. They have nothing. There you go, Vexing Bobble, everybody. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah, Vexing Bobble is a menace for sure. Wasteland is in this deck. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, this seems pretty good too. I think all the cards I can draw are quite good here. Building this out is nice. There's no reason to rush through it. Yeah, sure. They have Lorien? Oh, they have Troll. Sure. It's pretty good. Let them start playing the game. One thing I can't do is crack the bobble on their turn, or at least in their main phase. One thing they can't do is reanimate through a lantern. They could have a Bowmaster, though. I don't really know what's in their deck, to be perfectly honest with you. Dark Ritual, huh? Hardcast Grief? Hardcast Dothy Voidwalker. Maybe I should have Ancestral in response to Dark Ritual to draw Flutterstorm Storm. Yeah, I misplayed there. I thought about that after the fact. Wow, Null Rod. I actually have to crack for that. Damn. This game got a little hard right here. I misplayed though. I should have Ancestral in response to Dark Ritual and Flusterstormed it. It was a really bad misplay. So now I can get griefed. Or Lotus, because they definitely didn't play anything on turn 1, so they definitely have something. I played this game really badly. It's unlucky. By unlucky, I mean it's really, really unfortunate for me. Because I'm bad. Was it just Lotus Petal? I mean, they still can't reanimate a troll, so... They do now have a Force and Vexing Bauble underneath this Dothy Voidwalker. So my next turn is pivotal here. I mean, if they have, like, another Dark Ritual and a Null Rod, it's really bad. But I could always draw Flame, I guess. Flame is pretty good here. I wish I had a Ancestral in response to Dark Ritual. I just did not think about it at the time, but Flusterstorm would have been great. Would have put them back a whole nother turn. I would have had much more time. They have something. They have Reanimate. All right, I will sack the yard. They just wanted to get rid of my Soul Guide, get rid of my Metalcraft. Makes sense. All right, show me your last 2 cards here. Fatal Push, Reanimate are their last 2 cards. So we're free to PO. And there's a Flame of Anor. I guess they'll be able to reanimate if I go Flame of Anor. I could PO again without playing Trainer because it's a full rebuy. I might as well. Oh, there's a Lotus and a Swords. Okay, that's got to be game. I didn't play this game very well, but I don't know if it matters very much. Talking about how MTGO let me take back my Lotus Crack because I didn't do anything with it. Too funny. They can Wasteland me and kill my Lurrus. Doesn't matter much. That would be the case in paper as well, for what it's worth. All right, Saga down. Lurrus could be down, but I guess I'll just counter it. Could also, like, Chain of Vapor it. Yeah, that was a Vexing Bauble game if I've ever seen one. I mean, if you tap your land and you don't use it for anything and you don't change phases, you can untap your land, right? Same thing. It's all mana ability. I don't really know what's in this deck, to be honest with you. Sword seems great. Lantern could be good, but it might be overkill. Same with like negation or a portable hole for null rod. It's kind of unclear to me what we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to be attacking our opponent's thing. Yeah, planes is probably good if we're boarding these cards in. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to bring in lanterns, especially on the draw. I like the idea of Opal out. We saw like a bunch of creatures, but we also saw Reanimate and we saw Dark Ritual. So Flusterstorm might still be okay. I'm not sure that dress down's actually good here. Unless they're putting like Atraxa into play or something. Let me just check a quick search on the last list from this. This last list was a blue list, but I didn't have Wasteland, so I think it's a different list. It's gotta be the mono black list, but I don't have the mono black list in front of me, so I'm not sure what it looks like exactly. It's been a long time since I've seen it. It was pretty big last year for a little while as like a budget option. Yeah, I just don't have it, so I don't know. I need to pick some cards quick, though. I think I'm gonna not bring in all these lanterns. It's really tough because I don't have anything like this in my mapping. I'm gonna try something like this, but I have no idea. I know I want the swords and the planes. That's what I know for sure. Seems fine. I might just like, you might be supposed to cut forces. It might be a cut forces matchup. But I kind of want to be able to force Null Rod. Even if I know I can beat and like power through Null Rods, doesn't mean I want to, right? This hand's kind of cool because I have basic planes, and then I have Bobble and the ability to get basic island if I want to shuffle away whatever is on my top library. That's not good. Grief, hard cast, sure. If you just don't have any good cards, how good is Grief? Assume he just takes Thundertrap Trainer. Six, oh, nice. Cataxium Probe. All right, show me what you're working with. Any Null Rods? No. Reanimate, reanimate. That's funny. Reanimate, reanimate, 3 lands. That's not great. My top card is a 4th Airlingas. Don't think we want 4th Airlingas. Sapphire's great. Drew a black? Oh, they're going to reanimate my Thundertrap Trainer. Nice. Good play. I don't have that many creatures to hit, but this was one of the creatures you could hit. Don't know how many non-creatures they want to hit from this spot. Null Rod, I guess, is the best one. But they also know I don't have any Moxen right now. They don't know about the Sapphire, but like they know my hand had no Moxen when they griefed it. They took a Vampiric Tutor. Okay. They might want to cast that Vampiric Tutor now so I don't have Flusterstorm. don't think I'm sinking anything here. I could sink this Thunder Trap Trainer back to my hand, though. I think it's better to just stock up. Because I was like hoping to draw Mental Misstep maybe, but Force is pretty good. So I take Force, and I take Thunder Trap Trainer. And then I just force whatever they tutor for, play a Thunder Trap Trainer, it's blocking my Thunder Trap Trainer, and then I'm golden. Can maybe even find a Swords for this Grief. Should be a pretty easy win. The thing my opponent's doing is just not very powerful. I guess they could get like a Strip Mine, but I don't think that's good now. It's probably just Null Rod, I would assume. But maybe there's something else that they could find. I mean, I'm not sure. I assume it's Null Rod, but maybe it's like Barrow. But the stock up resolve, so now I have Force, so... Wait, what? They have a card that I don't know about? Oh, they went for Null Rod. I don't think I need to keep Sync. I think so. We just like have so much more velocity if we counter it. It's also just like, it's just a good tempo play. What's the other card? I'm kind of confused. I thought I knew all of their cards. I guess it was one card drawn for turn that I didn't know about. Slaga's pretty good here. We have Reanimate plus something. Portable Hole, Flusterstorm, Ruby. I can play Ruby and buy Lurrus, or I can Portable Hole my own Thunder Trap Trainer and then PO my Portable Hole back. It's pretty sick. Is it better than Ruby, though? I feel like it's not better than Ruby. Like, isn't Ruby better? Like, I just buy Lurrus this turn, and then next turn I can play Lurrus. Yes, my opponent owns my Thunder Trap Trainer, and then I can PO back my Portable Hole. And my Thunder Trap Trainer will come back on my side. I think that's just worse than a Ruby. Maybe it doesn't matter, man. Who knows? But like, if I'm playing Lurrus, then my Saga going off, like, I won't have the mana, right? So... I don't know. But I won't have the mana to PO either, so... This is the content option. It is. You're not wrong there. Under just another swamp. This does mean I can like pick up my Portable Hole later and then replay it on a Null Rod. Two to make this. Yeah, I think I'll just play a Lantern. And I'll just pass. Not like they're going to attack the Grief into the construct anyways, but... Pretty sure everything wins from here. Looks like they might have a removal spell or something. If that's the case, I don't want him to reanimate my Thunder Trap Trainer. I'll just take this. It just doesn't matter. Grief or one of my trainers again or something. Three unknown cards other than reanimate in my opponent's hand. I guess I have a Soul Guide Lantern, so I could have blocked and then hit. If you gone for my thing, I can't hit my own yard with Soul Guide Lantern. It only hits opponent's yards. So you would never been able to get the grief back, but I could have got killed my Thunder Trap Trainer and reanimated my Thunder Trap Trainer. I think I'm making double construct, fetching out like a mana vault, and then POing all my shit back to my hand. Graph Digger's Cage. Huh? Sure. Don't understand that one. Null Rod. Yeah, I don't know, whatever, man. I'm just making a construct. I mean, maybe I don't even make a construct now, because I can just go destroy Null Rod, destroy Grief. Can't rebuy my Lotus. Sure. I guess I could just... Nothing matters. Nothing matters. My opponent is very dead. I played the blue cards. You know, I just put up the blue cards and put down the blue cards. Very unfair. All right, welcome to round 7 of 8. We're fighting through. This hand looks bad. We have like played very few Lurrus gamers today, huh? It's quite unfortunate. Actually, it's one of the matches we lost, but I'd still rather play against Lurrus than not Lurrus. I'll get them all again this one. This hand sucks. But I don't think this is a mulligan. Hope it goes well. Oh, mono white. My opponent revealed a Chancellor of the Annex. And went Wasteland Go. Okay. They did have to mulligan to 6. Hopefully we draw a blue card off of this bobble. Top card is Anointed Peacekeeper. Yeah, I would never give Tolarian there to get wastelanded if they want to wasteland. It is a blue card for force, but it's also a card I don't think I'm pitching, so. This game's looking a little over unless my opponent does something silly. Wasteland Go is interesting. Ugh, chat. So they had a Chrome Box in their hand. I think I have to let this go. I think I need this Ancestral. Maybe they don't have a third land. They don't have a third land! And we drew Pearl! Oh my god. Cool. It's fine. I guess I could have done this in the other order. This is fine. All right, well, good game. Jesus. My opponent cannot afford to wasteland there. It's crazy. I don't know what the heck happened there. Seems like a interesting keep. Mono white things. 4-2 bracket, though. All right. Swords, portable holes, planes, negation on the draw. Opal, bobble, lantern, bobble, fluster, fluster, misstep. Submit. Yeah, it seems within range. They kept 7. They have a Chancellor again. Okay. It's kind of unfortunate for me here. Definitely wasn't hoping they had a Chancellor. Is this just Void Mirror or is it Null Rod? Chalice on 1. Okay. It's pretty good. Can kill it later with a flame. If they follow this up with a cavern, though, it's quite bad for me, right? Yep, cavern. All right. Dragon. Dragon is fine. I'm not worried about a dragon at all. I think I'm going to just fetch. I'm just going to fetch like Volk. Don't think basics help a lot here. Time walk. Oh, fuck me. I just forgot about Chancellor. My bad. I forgot because I didn't counter anything. I am distracted. All right, well, that's unfortunate. I should have thrown a 1-drop into it. What do they even follow this up with? More dragons? Okay. This might be a hard game for me to win now, though. Because I can't swords. Huh. Dress down. Doesn't actually help me. I think I played this. I don't know if I could have done anything differently in this game, but I mean, obviously I didn't want to use my time walk, so I would have had an extra time walk here to help me push through, but like uncounterable dragon, chalice on one, uncounterable is gonna be a problem. I have snap time walk now. Need to build out into something good. I think the best thing I can draw is a flame, because a flame can kill a chalice and an archon now, because I have a chalice and a conqueror because I have a snapcaster in play. It's totally winnable game, but it is tough. None of this hits on the ground, but if I get a Lurrus going, I can dress these down, but that doesn't help me actually. They are at 12. Maybe I can just win with constructs. I guess I'm dead in 2 attacks though. What a weird game. Yeah. Manifold. All right, so I just play a Lurrus and end of turn play a dress down, and we can dress down for a couple, at least one turn. Probably have to block with both, so I can still force. Think about that. If I just block with Snapcaster, I can just get an artifact, replay dress down, and go for a PO win. It's probably better. I just have to hope I don't have to force anything. Also, I get an attack for lifelinking first. Should I just hope they haven't hit a white source? And they hadn't. So I draw, I search. My best search target is... Well, I can get back Snapcaster chat and cast Flame. So... I think this is just like Mana Crypt, replay dress down, pick up my artifacts. Maybe not. Maybe it's Sapphire. Sapphire, Mana Vaults. Ah, Justin! That's okay. That was going away anyways. Attack. I don't think I have enough then. So maybe I just play Thunder Trap and then dress down again. I think I need more artifacts, right? Like if I dress down here, I play a PO and I PO for 3, but like it's not good enough. These cards are not great. I guess I can sink the Chalice next turn. Sink and dress. It's like not enough though. I think I'm still just supposed to take it as a land. I played this game really badly, obviously. I just have to hope they continue to not have the ability to play any cards. I'm just like so far away from being like so far away. No, because the Chain of Vapor will get countered. Oh, the original Chain of Vapor gets countered by Chalice, and I don't get to do the second part unless the first part resolves. So there's 3 dead cards in my hand. There's like 5 dead cards in my hand. PO, Probe, Chain, Force, and Force are all dead cards. Nah, they hit a white source. That's the game, probably. Because I can't actually counter whatever this is. Oh, it's going to be a Witch Enchanter. Oh, wait, that's fine. That I don't care about at all. They're at 4? Can I just win somehow? I already used Time Walk. 4th Eralingas is what I need to win. Mana Crypt. So... I think I just... Dress down, play Mana Crypt, and cast PO. Picking up my Lurrus. So many bad cards to draw to. But if I dress down, then I can't... I have to pick the dress down back up. Because I need to be able to have hasty 4th Eralingas. That's so bad. Because I can't Time Walk. I can play... I don't have enough creatures left. So I can't just, like... I could attack... I could replay a Thunder Trap Trainer. Attack with Lurrus to gain 3. It's not very good. I have so many dead draws is the problem. And, like, nothing that really gets me out of this. Because I already used both Time Walk and Snap Time Walk. And I played my Sink as a land. Maybe I was supposed to hold the Sink? Probably not. Well, Flame doesn't even do it anymore. Oh, maybe Flame does do it. No, Flame doesn't do it. Flame is not enough. I won't have enough mana. And Trainer. So if I PO back the dress down. I could recast it on end step, but I won't have any. I won't have the ability to play any mana. I have to hit Lotus. If I pick up Lurrus and I pick up Dress Down, then I can't use my Lotus. Okay, so if I just pick up everything and I have to hit like Lotus 4th Erlingas, right? I think so. I hit Ancestral Swords. Of course I did. That's kind of what I feared would happen. There's my Lotus. But I have no more outs, right? Or do I still have the 4th out? Snap is in my graveyard. And there's also a Dress Down in play. I need to draw another PO to be able to do anything. Wait. I can replay a new Lurrus. And I can play a trainer. And I can't do that because I won't have gained 3 life. All right, so I have to, well, I don't even get anything off trainer. Well, I can end of turn Dress Down again, chat, is what I'm saying. I can play Lurrus, rebuy Dress Down at end of turn, but I don't even think Chalice of One is that good against me as long as I have Flame, but I drew no Flames in my top half of my deck, so it's bad for me. It's very bad for me. Drew too many 1-drops. Yeah, I can only make 2 blockers and I can't live. So I think I'm just dead. Oh, I need to float my mana first. Okay. This is fine. I played this game really, really poorly. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think I had outs there. I think I had outs, but I don't think I hit the outs. I think if my first PO hits me like the Lotus, the 4th, and another PO, it actually wins. They were at 4 life. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna take Negation out. I'm gonna bring Vexing Bauble back in, and I'm gonna bring in Consigns on the play. And I'm gonna take out... No. I mean, I can Offspring, but I can't get a trigger, so... Well, I mean, I don't need a trigger. Like, if I had 3 blockers, what you're saying, but I didn't have enough mana for that. I think that's how... I don't know. I'd have to read it. When this creature enter... I don't know how Offspring works. Let's get rid of Probe, and let's keep... Let's get rid of 1... Stock up, I guess. I played that game really badly, though, so it's kind of my own fault here. Well, the trainer was in my yard, so I kind of needed the Dress Down, right? Or did I have another trainer? Maybe. This looks like a keep to me. No Chancellor this time. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. That hand, I definitely had some things I could do, but it was really tough because we drew so many 1-drops. I think I had some better lines I could have taken, though. Don't know if it was enough to win, but always have to force this Mana Crypt. Every single time. And I have to hope they don't have too much follow-up here. Jesus. My bad. Guess I'm dead. Swords? They brought in swords! Nah, man. Like, you can't just be doing this and winning. Oh, I can't. Fuck hell, man. We're like bringing in swords. We're chalicing on one. Like, I think I have to bottom graveyard this. I have to wait on that one. I don't actually have to wait on that one because I can go volcanic here and then Saga Time Walk on the next one. That's fine. You got it. I think I might win this game. Archon into never play a spell again. Love it. I accept. For the love of God, do not March of the Otherworldly light me. I'm pretty sure I'm winning this game, chat. I'm pretty sure my opponent just killed themselves with this Null Rod. No, they had the Wasteland sandbagged or drew for turn. It's still okay. You think it was sandbag or you think it was drawn for turn? Because they didn't play a land last turn, right? I think I'm stock upping first here. I don't think I ever want to get rid of this Null Rod. But these other cards are really bad. I guess it's just Forced Tundra. Pretty sure we've won this game, so... Cavern is a really good draw here. Turns off that Force. They hit land. So now they have an uncounterable human. Wait, they don't have a human to play on 3? Huh. Maybe they'll get a 4th one and play a Seasoned Engineer. Dragon. Oh, I missed a damage, didn't I? Sorry about that. I just forgot that I murdered the Archon. It's fine. We absolutely wanted to play the Monks. Wasteland. So they play a Seasoned Engineer here, and then we get the initiative. No, I just... Oh, it's just Witch Enchanter. Oh, uncounterable Witch Enchanter does kill my construct. It's pretty good. Now I do want to get rid of the Null Rod, I guess. I want to be able to attack, though, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Jesus Christ, that's every Swords to Plowshares in my entire deck, huh? Almost. If I lose because I didn't play the Mox, that'd be pretty bad. I wonder if they hit my Volcanic. I kind of thought they were going to play a Seasoned Engineer. You got it. Vexing Bauble. No more Moxen for me. I played this game. I played this set so badly. But, like, my opponent was taking some interesting actions here. This sword could have killed Lurrus. It's good sideboarding, chat. Wasteland on this. I'll act like I have a red card. You got me. Just kidding. I don't have a red card. I do have a Black Lotus, though. into the thing. And I replay it from my yard. Very serious. Oh man, mono white. Jeez. I just thought I would chalice check them, chat. It's fine. Are they dead to just random Lurrus? They chalice check too. I like it. I like it, opponent. I like the gusto. They drew like no creatures in this game, huh? I don't know, man. Sorry about that. I just lost all interest in this match at some point, and I just started doing things at random. Sorry about that, chat. I don't know what happened. My brain just shut the hell off. It was like no chance. Wait, we should go back and look at that hard spot though, because that was interesting. Yeah, let's go back and look at this spot. No, it's 8 rounds today because it's the next threshold was 213 players. We were just underneath. All right. So where the hell was this spot here? It was this game. When did they play Chalice on 1? Turn 1? They played Chalice on 1 on turn 1? No, 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 no way. No, there's no way. There's no way, right? That's gotta be illegal, right? I mean, I had no artifacts. No, I think they're either like a new to vintage or they play other formats or something. I didn't see any data for them. And like if you were playing Legacy, you would be playing Chalice on 1, right? It's just like if I have like land, Moxen, stock up, you lose the game on the spot, right? I guess you have a Chancellor, so it slows down a little bit. That's wild. I didn't really realize that. So then we had Uncounterable Dragon. Can't do anything about... Oh, I think the biggest thing I did in this game wrong was this Time Walk, right? I forgot that I can't do this Time Walk. What I should have done is just played a Tundra here and passed. And that way I can... If they don't do anything that I can counter, I can just use my chain and get it countered. And then I have like Time Walk, Meticulous Archive, whatever. It would have given me 1 extra draw in this game. I was correct to... Oh, I bin dressed down. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any Moxen at this point, so I think that makes sense. I just would have had 1 extra draw step in this game because I would have had 1 more turn after Time Walk, Snap Time Walk. Because like at this point, if I draw a Flame of Anor, I win the game, right? The game is like unlosable from this point if I draw Flame of Anor. Because I just get rid of the Chalice and then every Swords is online. They immediately hit a Wasteland for my Saga, right? No. I made a construct? I didn't make any constructs. Oh, because I was losing in the air, right? This game might have actually been... I don't know, like I wasn't drawing good cards though, right? I'm saying this game might have been winnable if I had 1 extra Time Walk turn, which that was the one I lost. Yeah, that's true. Chalice on 1 gets better when you're following it up with Uncounterable Dragon, but like it's kind of dicey, right? Because you're giving me a full turn to deploy Moxen and use them. But there is a Chancellor backup, so maybe it's just fine. But yeah, I mean, this game was all about, can I draw Flame of Anor? And if I can draw Flame of Anor, I win. And I just didn't draw Flame of Anor, right? Are you in, do you have a black screen? Do you want me to ping someone? We can fix it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think at this point, I'm too far behind to win. Oh, okay. You talk to someone? Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to actually look at this right now. Maybe at a different point in time. I do think that my Time Walk mistake might have been the deciding factor here, though, so. Not sure. All right, welcome back to round 8 of 8. Another player without Lurrus. I would really like to play against Lurrus. I think my opponent, Dredge Gamer. Jesus. Oh, God. How do I find a winning Dredge hand, though? I could win and not top 32. That would be impressive. It would be very impressive. Is this a hand that I think can win a game 1 against Dredge? On the draw? I feel like on the play, maybe. I don't know. I think I might just keep this. It's tough when you know that it's Dredge. Like, I'd always keep this in the blind against a non-Lurrus opponent. I'd probably keep this in the blind versus a Lurrus opponent. Like, this hand is generically good. But is this hand generically good enough to beat Dredge? Oh, I don't know. Let's try it. We'll give it our college try. They're mulliganing down to 5 at the moment. We do have a Soul Guide Lantern to get off of Saga. The problem is we're on the draw. They kept a 5-card hand. Ugh. Don't know. See what they got for us. We've played against, what, 1 Lurrus player today? This stinks. All I want to do is play frickin' Lurrus mirrors, man. 1 Thug. And a Grief. Just force this Grief. And a hollow one. All right. I think what I'm going to do here is just Swords the hollow one. I'll see how bad these dredges go for me. If they miss on the first dredger, it could be good. Dredge 4 hit a Shambling Shell. Dredge 3 didn't hit another dredger. Have a Cabal Therapy. Dredge 4 hit a Narcomoeba, so now they can cast Cabal Therapy. I did pitch my Mental Misstep, but my cards are not good, so it's probably fine. They are bringing back an Amalgam. One of the problems here is that my Thundertrap Trainer will reveal the card to get Cabal Therapied. So it's kind of bad for me. But I guess I can get any Mox into play. Maybe a Lotus or something. Dress down, Flame of Anor, Lorien revealed, Opal. I think it's just Opal. The problem is I think my opponent's going to Cabal Therapy PO in the blind on this spot, and I'm going to lose, but... Unfortunately, so my Saga would have gone off this next turn. I think it's too late. If I had played Saga on turn 1, yeah, it's just too late. If I was on the play and I played Saga on turn 1, it would have been fast enough. My opponent didn't hit any more therapies, so if they miss, then it would be good. How many chills have I gotten? 3 chills. This puts me to 5. All right, whatever. They didn't therapy? That's crazy. I would have just blind named PO, I think. If you see Opal. I need a Mox here. Oh my god, that was like the best draw in my deck. We might win this game. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. PO. I can't believe they didn't therapy. Don't think that's enough. My opponent is at 33 life from Creeping Chills. It's looking like it's not enough. Kind of need a Time Walk. Don't think I'm allowed to play a trainer. Yeah, I probably can play a trainer. Can I kick a trainer? No. All right, I'm gonna cast a trainer. Ruby Pearl. Those are not bad. PO again. Sapphire. No more PO. No time walk yet. There's my soul guide lantern. What do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 dudes on the ground. That's not good enough. So we need to Thunder Trap and find Time Walk or PO. We know Snap is on the bottom. I have 4, 6. I have 8 mana, including 2 blue sources. So I could kick a Thunder Trap Trainer looking 8. Oh, I have a fetch as well. So I have 2, 6, 8. So I would need to hit a land and a PO to PO if I kicked a trainer. I don't think so because there's 2 Narcomoebas and I'm at 5 and I will have a Mana Crypt in play. I could have theoretically not played the Mana Crypt, but then I wouldn't have had 6 blockers. Maybe if I draw the Dress Down and the Dress Down in combination with the Lantern, that might work. Just trying to figure out if I'm supposed to kick a trainer or if I'm supposed to play a normal trainer. If I kick a trainer, I'm left with 2 mana plus a land drop. I can't hit a Tolarian off of a trainer. I only have 2 POs. A Time Walk is good. If a trainer hits a Mox and a PO, I think I'm supposed to kick a trainer. That's my gut instinct here. Though I could maybe win with 4th Erlanges if I hit a PO immediately. Why do you think Flame is good? Oh, I didn't kick the trainer. Well, that's unfortunate. Stock up Chain. Okay, so I can still hit Tolarian. Wait, what about Chain? Chain nets me a blue mana, right? So I could sack both of my lands and get 1 blue back. I could sack all 3 of my lands. If I stock up, I have enough to PO still. I think I just want to stock up. So I can hit Academy. I hit a PO, and I hit a Mana Vault. I have to use my land drop. PO. Now I'm shuffled. There's my Academy, but I can't play it anymore. I need a Time Walk. No Time Walk. There's the Dress Down. So I could wipe my opponent's yard and Dress Down and make blockers. But I can't play my Mana Crypt out. Maybe. Not right now. I'll come back to it. I also have Lurrus, right? I should just buy and play Lurrus. Unless I have a lethal 4th. What do I need for a lethal 4th? I need so they have 30. So I need 16. I need way more. I need 16 plus 1. All right, I need to look for Time Walk, I think. Time Walk. All right, that makes everything easy, right? So I don't play... Yeah, don't play out anything more. I just cast this Time Walk. And I win on the next turn. I guess I should make a construct. Does that matter? Lose a life, make a construct. I can bounce the Narcomoeba. I think I already have 17 on the next turn. I should buy and play Lurrus, right? Trying to figure out if there's like anything more I should really do here. All right, I go to my next turn. I ditch, bobble all my lands that are not an academy. Take the one. I should have enough. Oh my god, I forgot to float the mana. It's fine. I have way more than enough. All right. I will make 22 red human knights with haste and trample. Attack. I don't believe that I was supposed to win this game. I think my opponent's therapy was very easy cast for anyone who's in tune with the format. They might not be. It's possible. But they had therapy, and I played an Opal. I think you just always therapy a blind PO name there. So I'll take the nice win. But I think in general, I would say my deck lost that game. Island out, lanterns in, and Shane out. I guess Shane is better than Swords is better than Shane, right? Or is it Shane better than Swords? I guess Swords is better than Shane. I have answers for Chalice. Dress down. Is it worse than Island or Chain? I don't think so. I kind of like I understand, but like I just don't have enough cards to take out. And Dress Down actually came in handy a couple times today against Dredge. Maybe I'm misevaluating it. Yeah, I mean, Misstep is blue. Misstep counter is Noxious and Cabal Therapy. Like they've shown as they're a therapy deck. I think I'll keep in Misstep. Probe is worse than Swords. Well, I'm looking at cards that are worse than Island Chain. Are there cards right now in my deck that are worse than Island Chain? Unclear, right? I don't really think so. I'm just gonna play this. I just have so little sideboard cards that I like have so many bad cards that I don't have to take out, right? All right, game 2. Lantern main. All right, I'm in. Did you go 7-1, Matt? 6-card keep. Dredge seeming a little broken. A little busted. No Dredger. Hollow one. Am I allowed to wait on my Lantern here, chat? Can I play Lantern with Fluster backup next turn? Like, they don't have a Dredger right now. They probably have Forces and stuff in their hand. I feel like I can. Like, just hitting an Icar doesn't seem that good. Upkeep activation. Did they hit a Dredger this time? They hit a Dredger and they hit a Bridge. They can't eat, though. So now they get to Dredge 5. And they hit nothing of value. They hit a Grave Troll. I get hit for 4. It means their hand is currently Stinkweed +2. Let's get a Meticulous Archive. Vexing Bauble. I don't think I need that. I think I'd rather just, like, try to find Moxen. I don't think this is necessary at this point in the game. I already have the Flusterstorm to protect my Lantern. I hit 2nd Lantern. I'll hit Icarid with this one. I don't think I'm supposed to play 2nd Lantern in case their last 2 cards are Vigor green card. These Lanterns have been really good, by the way. Dredge through with the Troll. Have to hit this. They can hold the Troll. They didn't hold the Troll. Okay. That's an easy Lantern activation. Oh, Lantern is so sick against Dredge because you get the double activation, basically. A lot of the time, the first Lantern trigger ETB is, like, enough. 3rd Lantern. Okay. Let's get a Trainer in play. Hey, man, I put these Lanterns specifically to beat this Dredge player. Can we kill the Hollow one? We don't need to kill the Hollow one. We just need to get to the point where we have Lurrus looping a 2-drop. You never actually have to kill a Hollow one. So it looks like their last card is Force Blue card because they're considering doing something about this. Okay. I want to Mox off this so I can play a Lantern this turn and have Flusterstorm up still. I should have been a little bit more specific. I want to resolve a Lantern this turn. I'm going to take Force. It's like it's a less value, right? But I think it's what I want to secure the win. Like, I think I need to make sure that this win gets secured. And this feels like the best way to do it. It gives them no, like, opportunities, right? I can also kill the Hollow one with a Flame of Anor, by the way. I don't think I'm blocking the first time here. All right. Another Force. I think I just buy Lurrus. I have enough protection from from like griefs and stuff. I will block this time though. Activating happens. I do want to hit a land drop though. Noxious Chalice. Interesting. Really wanted a mana. Like I really wanted this trainer to hit a Mox, so non-Opal Moxen. Grief. Yeah, I have to force that. Rest down. So I actually can't force and play Lurrus here. So what the hell do I do? Do I chump with Snap for a turn? I just missed on mana. Too many misses on mana. I'm actually in a lot of trouble. I think I just chump with a Snap for a turn. I mean, I can just let myself go to 1 and play Lurrus, but I don't know if that's a good. I guess I just don't know if they have any answers to it. Maybe they won't have any, but if like say they have a Force of Will and I can't force back. I think I'm gonna wait. They have 1 chill left. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. That's a land. It's not enough, though. I left in, what, 1 swords? Like, I can go Lurrus, rebuy, bobble. I guess I just have to, right? Like, if they have Force, blue card... I just hit no Mox and no lands. What do you want from me, man? My trainer gave me Opal. He betrayed me. I just wanted to build to 5 mana so I could play Lurrus plus trainer and never lose. Yeah, maybe I should have kept the Flusterstorm. It's true. It's true. All right, I just have to hope they don't have it, I guess. If they do have it, I can still force back and block. Or don't force back and do something else, but... Negation on my Lantern going down to 0 cards. If I force, I have to block. If I don't force, I have to have them miss on their chill or miss on a Narc Amoeba. I think I just force. I have to block with my Lurrus. They have 1 Shambling Shell in their yard. If I just let this go, don't block,
Then next turn I rebuy Trainer and play a Lantern from my hand and I've won the game. They have 3 Narcomoebas, 1 Chill. I think this goes. Missed. Now they have a 5. Hit the Narcomoeba. Hit Cabal Therapy. Brings back double Amalgam. Okay, so I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, I don't know. I think I played this game badly, chat. I think I played this game real badly. Yep, I think I played real badly. Damn, man. I threw this game so badly. It was so one. Now I have to, like, block anyways, right? Like, I'm losing... Nah, man, it's so bad. It's so bad. Ah, fuck, man. I guess I should have just forced. I don't know, man. I feel like anyone else would have just won this game because they wouldn't have overthought it. I never hit my mana to play Lurrus plus Trainer. I pitched a Flusterstorm when I shouldn't have. Like a wide variety of fuck-ups. I mean, like, I messed up like 10 times in this game, probably. Like, the whole idea is I just, like, sit here. Wait, what? How the fuck do they know they have a Lantern? No. There's no way. The Lantern doesn't even matter. The Lantern doesn't even fucking matter. Oh, I have to put a hand hider up for the last game. Sorry, chat. That's a completely irrelevant card there. Academy. Time Walk Lotus. Like, if it was the best card to pick, then it makes sense. Maybe I win anyways. Don't think I'm supposed to dress down first. I bricked here. Yeah, I think I got sniped. I don't think that choice makes any sense. Any other PO off this? No, I died. All right, let's go game 3. Unfortunately, my opponent is I mean, I don't know for sure. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but I think it's, like, reasonably likely that they're just cheating. So we gotta do this. I think I played that game really, really poorly, and that's the reason we lost. I'm not saying that obviously I'm not saying Stream Sniper is the reason we lost. I think I lost that game with 4 or 5 bad decisions. But for this next game, I don't want them to see my hand, so. You just never name Soul Guide Lantern there under any circumstance. Like, you name PO so you don't get combo killed. You name Balance or something. Like, you don't name Soul Guide Lantern unless you know it's in my hand and you think it's important. Yeah, maybe. Either way, I would rather not chance it. It's absolutely possible that my opponent just named a really bad card. That's possible. My opponent's currently on 5. It's fine, chat. I'm not saying it's for sure the thing. I'm just saying I will feel better playing this last game if I. Yeah, it's not a possibility, and I know it makes for worse content. I'm sorry, but I'd rather see if I can figure out how to win this after I threw that last game. So I also have to play very fast because I have 5 minutes on my clock. 1 stinkweed, 1 therapy, 1 grief, force grief. Two cards left in my opponent's hand. I don't think they have anything. I'm just going to cast this PO for 2. Hopefully this is Soul Guide Lantern. They have Mindbreak Trap? Okay, that's fine. Dredge, hit a Narcomoeba, hit 2 Amalgams, hit a Cabal Therapy. Okay. So here's a Blind Therapy. They should probably name PO. Maybe they'll name Soul Guide Lantern. Who knows? They named Stock Up. That's reasonable. More Stock Ups in my deck than POs. Not a good draw. That is not good for me, chat. Pretty sure that means I'm dead. Let's see. I go 4th for everything but swords. And I hit my opponent for 1. I think I'm just dead. I feel like I haven't drawn the right cards here. Two chills. Oh, this doesn't actually help because they hit a Narcom. Ah, fuck. It's fine. Oh, wait. They miss? I don't know. I'm Tails, I lose. I drew Force. So I'm going to lose the Monarch. I can buy a Lurrus. I have nothing to play with my Lurrus. I could theoretically hit something off of this. That's not good. Go to the next turn. I can use Sync on the Narcomoeba and double block again, double trump again. I thought they were returning another Amalgam is the reason I did not double block, chat. I'm trying to do the things fast. I saw another Amalgam in their yard, so I chose not to double block because I thought the Amalgam was coming back, but I guess that Amalgam didn't see the Narcomoeba enter. This looks like I'm going to lose unless I draw PO or stock up. It's kind of sucks because I've drawn 2 extra cards off Monarch and I haven't gotten there. Maybe the last Monarch trigger doesn't matter. I don't know. Get this. Bounce. This? I don't know. Maybe the Monarch trigger does not matter. Well, I do want one more draw, right? I don't have an Ancestral to draw to, sadly. Maybe I should block with Lurrus. Eh. I don't know if I have enough time to win with, unless I'm like really fast with it. True snap. All right, time to get fast with it. I have to get so fast. I have it. Come on. Oh, I fucking hate this game. Oh. Oh, I'm so stupid, chat. I'm so dumb. Well, at least we made it entertaining for the content. Oh boy. I don't even want to go back and review the last game, the game 2 where I threw. Like, I know what happened. Oh boy, we just got there. Like, we just hit the exact things we needed to get through that game. Yeah. I mean, I drew a lot of cards. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. It's fine, though. Like, I think, in general, I'm supposed to put a hand hider there, just in case. Regardless of it's my opponent making a weird choice, or if my opponent made a sniper choice, it doesn't matter. So apologies. I do, of course, apologize to my opponent if they were, in fact, not stream sniping, and they thought that was the best choice. That's not unreasonable. I think Canister laid out some good reasons on why you might think that Soul Guide Lantern was the card to name there. So... this is me apologizing to opponent for that, but I think from my spot, I always have to put a hand hider there just in case. So, damn. So that is a 5-2 finish, 6-2 finish. So a good day, but it feels like a bad day because like we have no chance of top 8ing, which is I guess kind of toxic. We lost to Discoveren in a pretty brutal fashion, and then we lost round 1 to Jewel in like a really brutal fashion. We played against 1 Lurrus today, and we played against 2 Dredge, multiple mono white, Oath, Scam, just non-Lurrus decks. So yeah, a good finish though. Like I think we'll finish, I don't know, top 32. Maybe if we're lucky, top 16, probably not. But a 6-2 is a good finish. I think this deck is great. I don't know if we had 200 over 200 players playing Vintage today, so it was a really good day for Vintage, and I think this stream went pretty well. I think we had a good day. I don't expect to make any changes in this going up to next weekend. Chat, if you want to play Vintage next weekend, there's high stakes Vintage happening on Magic Online again. Echo Baron, Echo Eternal, that's happening next weekend. Let me pull that up. This should go up on Wednesday, so it should have time for people to see it. So there's more. I will stream another big tournament next weekend. It won't be as big as this one, obviously, but if you want to play for an entry into Eternal Weekend and a Kai Sawatari painting, which let me tell you, that's a huge prize. Echo Eternal Weekend is happening next weekend. So those details are in the Discord if you need them. This is, lots of prizes, really cool, free entry into like Eternal Weekend. So this is going to be a really cool tournament. I will stream this tournament same time next week on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. And then if you are in the Northeast, and you want to play Vintage and Paper, full proxy Vintage Open at ELDs, we're looking at we usually have 16 people almost now for these Vintage ELDs. They're like $50. All the prizes go back in as store credit. So you win a couple of these events and you have enough to buy dual lands. ELD has a bunch of dual lands and Moxen and Power. So if you want to play with me, play Paper Vintage, full proxy at ELD, we're playing that next weekend. If you're on Long Island, the Long Island Quarterly is next weekend. This is unlimited playtest cards as well. So that's on Saturday. So 3 Vintage events next weekend. I will stream this online Echo Eternal one. It's highly likely I will play. I don't really have a link. You just got to go to his Twitter or something. So let me see if I can find the link for you real quick. He's got a lot of advertising on here, so sometimes it's hard to find this. Have the link in front of me. Maybe someone in chat can find it. Oh, here we go. I found it. Here's this Metafy thing. So I will link that to you in a second. Yeah. So this was fun. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with me, chat, but I thought that this deck list was great. I have no complaints. I didn't get to play a lot of Lurrus mirrors, so I didn't really board in the Pyroblasts except for 1 or 2 matchups today. The Lanterns were fantastic. We beat both Dredge opponents, which is not something I say we typically do. That's probably, in my opinion, the worst matchup for this deck. And we beat both of our Dredge opponents today. I think we could have theoretically beat our Dredge opponent 3-0 in that last round if I had played round 2 with any amount of grace. I'm still not 100% sold on the planes, but the planes did come up a couple times and it was good. Where remember the game we had island planes and against Discover N, and they had 2 wastelands and they couldn't do anything. So I think planes actually was quite good today too. I don't know why this timed out, but I will try this link, Zebra. If you can't find it, then just check out Echo Baron's Discord or something. I'm not really sure. I had a link and now I don't have a link, so. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. This was a long stream, another 7-hour one. Today, after combining today and yesterday, I streamed 16 rounds of Vintage. I finished 4-4 and 6-2, so an overall 10-6. Not the best showing for me, but I'm overall fairly happy with how I played, and I'm very happy with the deck list. So I think it was a good weekend. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any more Vintage content, where there's new videos happening on the YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.